Hello, my nieces and nephews. This is your Aunt Nita here with another video for my channel. Okay, you guys, I know you read the title of this video, and there's going to be absolutely nothing funny about this video. I am all serious about how I found out I had cervical cancer. That's one of the most deadly cancers a woman can get, and in some women cases it's very silent, but mine wasn't. And I'm getting ready to tell you how I found out I had cervical cancer. If you don't know what that is, that's cancer found in your cervix, anywhere in that area. Okay, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have subscribed to my channel, thank you. If you have not, please do so, and please hit the notification bell so that you can be notified of any upcoming videos that I will have. Okay, you guys, let's get right into this video. Okay, back in 2008, at the beginning of 2008, I experienced a whole lot of bleeding, and there was some scar tissue as well, but it was all coming out, sometime like gushes of it. And I went to one of my doctors, and he said, well, it seems to me you're going through early menopause, so that's going to happen. I was 42, I think. I'm like, ooh. And I said, well, should I be having hot flashes and things? And not necessarily, but some women's cycles stay on longer and it's more painful. You just happen to be one of those. So it got worse and worse. So I went to my primary care doctor. The reason I didn't go to her at the beginning was because she was in Tennessee doing some practice there, but she came back to Charlotte and I was able to go back to her. So she did a biopsy, and she called me into the office and she sat me on the table and she said, now you're not going through early menopause. Let me let you know that now. You have cervical cancer. I said, ma'am, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Say that again. She said, you have cervical cancer. And she began to tell me what that was. That's where your cervix is telling you something is wrong down there. So how it tells you something is wrong is a whole lot of bleeding. And the scar tissue was coming from a mass that had developed on my cervix. So by all of that coming out like that, it was scaring me. And she was like, now we can have surgery and have that mass removed, or we can do radiation and have it removed that way. I said, I'm 42, I'm fairly still young. Let's go ahead and do surgery. So I agreed to have surgery. It was a 4-hour surgery. And when she got in there, she found out that the mask had attached itself to my bladder. My doctor said I don't operate on bladders. So they sewed me back up with the mask still there. And I went through 4-hour major surgery. From that straight into radiation. My body took so much stuff that year. And I did 30 rounds of radiation and 3 sessions of chemo. It didn't take my hair out or anything. But the fact that I had to go straight from the operating table to radiation, it was awful. It was awful. It throws your smell off. It throws everything off as far as a woman is concerned. Women out there, listen to your body. It talks to you just like I'm talking to you now. Some of us listen and some of us don't. My situation, I listened. And because I listened, they caught it at like the end of stage 1 going into stage 2. So that's pretty early. And the type of chemo I had was called cisplatin, and it was like a drop in the Pacific Ocean. So I didn't have to lose my hair or anything, and I thank God for that. My thing about that, if God was done with me, he would have left me on that operating table. And because he didn't, that tells me I got work to do. So I'm here today, sitting here, trying to let someone else know to listen to your body. And I believe that's what he saved me for. I love having fun. I love making people laugh, but I also love educating. We as women have to listen that radiation had tore so many nerves up in my legs. My children had to roll me around in a chair. I couldn't walk. It was awful. So there are a lot of things that can happen to you when you don't listen to your body. So if you have unnecessary bleeding, please, ladies, please get that checked, because you may have cervical cancer. I'm not saying you do, but I'm saying you may have cervical cancer like I did. It's just so many different, there's so many different things out there that you can Google, you can read. There are different ways you can find out what's going on with my body. And when I Googled it myself before I even went to the doctor, it said that you may be going through early menopause. But see, I wasn't going through early menopause. I had cervical cancer. Like I said, it's one of the most deadliest cancers a woman can get. And because of what it does to your body as a woman, you're not going to think I can have cancer. That's the last thing you're going to think. Cancer? Okay, well, my cycle stayed on 6 days instead of 4 days. In my case, it began to stay on every day. Oh, no. And I never had any problems with my cycle prior to that. So I knew something was wrong. Every now and then it would be painful. Every now and then, but not all the time. And she told me that was a good sign right there, that whenever the cycle came on, okay, some of us women have lots and lots of cramps. I did. I had lots of cramps. Now, some of us do and some of us don't. In my case, the pain that I was having right before I found out I had cancer, it was beyond pain. That was another level of pain. So I knew something was going on. So if you're having a whole lot of bleeding, your cycle is going way past its time, and you have some scar tissue coming out with that bleeding, you need to go and get checked. It's a possibility something else is going on. I'm not saying that's a sure sign that you have cancer. I'm telling you what happened to me, and that's how I found out I had it. And I thank God he brought me through that. If he brought me through it, he can bring you through it. So ladies, please, please, please get checked. Sometimes it's good to sit down and stop acting silly and stop acting stupid and just educate and let you guys know what happened to. It's good to let someone know what happened to you, because it may help someone else. I really hope I'm helping some other lady or woman out there, or even a girl out there, because from what I read when I Googled it, cervical cancer doesn't have an age on it. You don't have to go, only women past 30 get cervical cancer. No. A woman in her early 20s can develop cervical cancer. So there's no age on it. So please, please, ladies, if you have any type of symptoms that I just said to you, please go get checked. I'm going to tell you again what those symptoms are. Going past your time, let's say I was a woman that knew exactly when my cycle came on and when it was time for it to go off. The back of my legs would start aching. Okay, it's time for my cycle to come on. And the next 4.5 to 5 days, it's time for it to go off. When it started going past that time, and then after it started going past that time and I started having this really bad pain in my cervical area, it's time to go get checked. Something is wrong. And then the scar tissue is coming out like big clumps of stuff, and it's like, oh, something is just not right. But I'm glad I listened to my body. I went and I got checked. I got it taken care of. It was awful, but I did it. Me and God and my village, we did it. You gotta have a village when you're going through cancer. I don't know of anybody that made it through cancer by yourself. If you did, God bless you. You have got to have a support system to get through cancer. That is some serious business. So ladies, if your bodies are doing anything, I can't tell you about any other cancer. I can only tell you about cervical cancer because that's all I had. And if it's out there, if it's talking to you, if your body is talking to you, doing something out of the ordinary, please, please, ladies, go get checked. You're here on this earth for a reason. Please, please go and get checked. And make sure you are not told what I was told, that you're going through early menopause. Now, you could very well be, but if it continues and it worsens, please go get that checked and find out exactly what's going on. Matter of fact, you can demand a biopsy. Tell them, yes, I want you to take some of that scar tissue out of me and give me a biopsy to let me know what's going on. Okay, I really hope this video helped someone, and if it didn't, I don't know what else to tell you, but I really hope it helped someone. If you like this video, please, please give it a thumbs up. If you have subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. If you have not, please do so and hit the notification bell so that you can be notified of any upcoming videos that I may have. And always remember, don't do for others because they do for you. Do it because it's in your heart to do. I love each and every one of you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.